It's time for you to enter your detached and unbothered era so you can let your dreams come to you instead of endlessly chasing after them. When you really want to nail that job interview, when you really want to get that 100 on a test, or heck, even open a jar of pickles, you care about the outcome because it means something to your life. But along with attachment come its sneaky siblings, stress, tunnel vision, and painful failure. Today, I'm your host Adya, and you are watching Adya try to open a jar of pickles. Oh no! Drastic failure. See her trying again. Oh dear, she's squeezing the lid so hard she's making it worse. That must hurt her hand. Did someone tell her to let go? See, life is just not predictable. Sometimes the lid is screwed on too tight, the vacuum inside the jar of pickles is too strong, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You see this in every single area of your life. There will always be setbacks for you. And being attached to the outcome doesn't mean you don't achieve your goal. It's just gonna make it hurt a heck of a lot more. Now that's what I'm saying. This is what happens when you emotionally attach to your goal. Instead of you having that overview, having that bigger picture in mind, instead of knowing that it's a natural process that you cannot control, you're allowing every setback and every failure to stress you out and hurt your mental health. Those are all symptoms of chronic pickle attachment. Now, it says here that fixating on the outcome doesn't help you reach it, but oh wow, accepting the reality that you will be faced with challenges allows you to focus on what you can do to reach your desired outcome and spare your mental health in the process. This is revolutionary. As my good friend scientist Adya says, detachment is all about acceptance, and it's about trusting your own self and the universe, or whichever data you prefer. The ultimate difference between a person who unknowingly harms their mental health by being attached emotionally to the goal and a person who is successful thanks to detachment is that adaptability is key, and only one of them has it. Guess which? So now we're going to run a physics experiment. Let me get my lab coat. Excuse the wrinkles, this has been in my closet for almost 2 years. I'm going to hold a mug and wobble. My hand is rigid. I'm holding on to the water for dear life. Now watch what happens to the liquid. Rigid. Now I'm going to relax my hand, let it move, thereby demonstrating adaptability. Didn't spill. Once you let go of the outcome, you allow yourself to adapt. Adapt your goals, adapt your methods, and focus on the things that really matter. For example, if I want to get 100 on a test and hyperfixate, this is what it might look like. I might spend hours pored over my notebook trying to get all the details right into my mind, because that's what 100 is, right? All the details, no mistakes. Whereas if I detach from the 100, getting that perfect score is no longer my one sole goal. And then what do? Well, what else is there to focus on but the studies themselves? By accepting that I might get it, or I might get a 92 or an 83, I can focus more on the actual material, on the underlying concepts, and even watch YouTube videos on study tips, because I'm not in a love affair with my notebook. I might actually get more useful insight, thereby increasing my chances of actually achieving my goal, even if I know that I don't necessarily need it. That's the power of detaching. So how do you do it? How do you actually detach? That is the question. Sorry, I didn't have a skull. Here's the mindset that you have to have, okay? During my rabbit hole venture into the internet, I found that detachment apparently has 6 laws. 1, allow others to be who they are. Other people are not within your control. Attempting to hyperfixate and predict their actions will not be successful for you. Everybody is their own person. You need to let that be. You need to accept that, and you need to accept the consequences. 2, allow yourself to be who you are. I love this one. I want you to never chase after a goal so much that you lose sight of yourself, of the personality traits that make you you, of your values and your goals. Being your authentic self will attract the opportunities, the friends that truly align with your identity. And isn't that the best way to be? 3, don't force situations. This ties perfectly into a point that I love to make, which is if it's meant to be, it will be. There is such a thing as the burnt toast theory, and it goes, if you accidentally burn your toast in the morning and it causes you to be late, you might have actually avoided a disaster on your path to work or school. Have the ultimate trust that if that thing that you really wanted is truly meant for you, you as your authentic self, it will come to you. If it doesn't, maybe you've dodged a bullet. Don't force it and it will come to you. 4, solutions will emerge. You know from your own experiences, and I know from my own experiences, that solutions are found in the most uncanny, unlikely places. Like when you lose that random thing in your room and you look for it and you can't find it no matter how much you try, and the second that you stop looking for it, then you find it. Know this and affirm it for yourself. Things have a way of working out and I will find the solution. 5, uncertainty is reality. Girl, who has ever doubted that, really? Life is so unpredictable, and detachment is about accepting this, knowing deep down that anything could happen, which makes the process of you working towards your goal so much more interesting and fun. Number 6, embrace change. Adaptability, that is the key to everything. When you go with the flow, like I relax my hand with the cup, you practice detachment and spare your mental health like it's nobody's business. This is what I wish I could have told my 11-year-old self who was struggling with her friends in school. Which brings us to the practical guide. Here are the actionable steps that you can start taking today. Number 1, process your emotions. I love doing journal entries when I feel like really badly, or when I feel very stressed, or like very, emotions that I just need to process that I don't want to feel anymore. And I'm not a journaling girly. You might not be a journaling girly either, but just like writing it down, or like, heck, talk to somebody. It's a great way to process your emotions. But one of the steps in this process could also be manifesting. And you can manifest detachment in so many ways. Some of the ways that could be most helpful to you in this situation, at least that could be most helpful to me, is scripting and affirmations. Scripting is when you write down your goals in the present tense as if you already have it. It allows you to step into that reality. That is what this whole thing is about. And then affirmations, you might not be an affirmations girly. That's okay. Like, keep it to you. That's the whole point of this channel. Get that message into your subconscious so that it comes to you that much more naturally. Next up, create distance. If there's something that you really don't want to do, like you really want to avoid, like me obsessively checking YouTube Studio for my video analytics, you can create distance between yourself and the thing that you want to detach from. Now, you can do this physically. You can figure out strategies for yourself to not go on that website, to not text that person. There are so many ways that you can do this. But if you can't create physical distance, what you can also do is create emotional distance. This is when you work to change your mindset and manifest and do the internal work. Girl, focus on yourself. Detachment is all about giving you some space to breathe, to focus on yourself, to figure out what you need. So focus on your body, do your self-care, invest in yourself, do the things that you want to do so that you create this kind of mental resilience, which allows you to attract your goals that much more easily. Okay, don't be afraid to take a breath. Don't be afraid to take a moment for yourself. It's nothing to be guilty about. Really just do it every day. It doesn't even have to be about detachment. Like, I wish that I could force you to do that. Does that sound weird? Work hard. Do not get me wrong on this one. Detachment is not about you leaning back in your chair and thinking, oh, well, if I manifest hard enough, I am gonna get that 100 without doing the actual work. Like, girl, reality check, that is not how it works. You do still have to work hard for your goals. Nothing changes about that. Detachment is all about you letting go over control of the outcome so that you can divert your attention back to the process, back to where it actually needs to be. You can adjust your goals or you can let them go, but remember to work hard as if nothing was happening and look for ways to work smarter, not harder. That's how you will actually achieve your goals that much more better, that much more stronger. That is actually it today. I'm super proud of you detaching. I'm super proud of you making to the end. And because YouTube pushes my videos to my subscribers first, please subscribe so that we can meet again and I can actually get one more subscriber. Thank you, love you, appreciate you, bye.